everybody! Welcome to Frequency Fun Friday on Facebook Live. My name's Giovanna. Well, you probably know that because you're on my profile. But you may be wondering why I'm wearing these. Well, I feel like frequencies, antennas, they're kind of related, so I don't know. And it's fun, right? Frequency Fun Fridays. Life's about having fun. But it's really hard to have fun when you're not feeling well. And it's really hard to feel well when you don't know why. So, I am going to break down a few things for you guys. As you may know, I am the author of this book. Let me break it down for you. And during my research, I did 14 months of research as I was writing the book, and during my research, I found some really cool information, and I want to share this with you guys. So, we are actually frequency beings. I don't know if you know that. We are made of frequencies, and we're made of energy. So, anytime there's frequencies in our surroundings, those are going to affect us. Now, they can affect you negatively, or they can affect you positively. But it's really hard to know unless you understand the science behind our energy bodies. We are energy beings. So I'm going to read some stuff from my book from the beginning. Beginning first chapter is called Energy is Everything. Energy is everything, and everything is fun. So, I'm going to read a few things for you today so that you can understand our bodies as frequency beings. Alright, so our lives are actually very easy to navigate because everything is energy and frequencies. So, come to know how every energy that surrounds us that we cannot see, hear, or feel is affecting how our mind and body function. I want to read you a quote from Albert Einstein, the brilliant one. Concerning matter, we have all been wrong. What we have called matter is energy, whose vibration has been so lowered as to be perceptible to the senses. There is no matter. That's right. Everything is made of energy. So, most of us really do not know or understand exactly how our body and mind work, and how all energies within and surrounding them affect their ability to function and quality of health. Most of us are not that in tune with frequencies, but maybe if we understand exactly what they are, we will be. Basic science teaches us that all matter consists of atoms. Atoms consist of protons, neutrons, and electrons, which then form to make molecules, which make up everything on Earth, including ourselves. I want to talk a little bit more about electrons. They are the particles that orbit around the atom's nucleus and are responsible for the atom's ability to bond to another atom. They move so fast that they're yet to be seen. Since all matter is made from atoms that contain electrons that are energy, then all matter is created from energy. Since every cell in our body is also electromagnetic, they too will send out a frequency. Not only do cells give off a frequency, but they also receive all the ones going on in and around our body. So I'm going to give you guys a crazy little fact right now about cells, okay? Did you know that one human cell has about 20 trillion atoms? That is a lot of energy in one cell. 20 trillion atoms in one cell. An estimated 37 trillion cells make up our body. So if you multiply 37 trillion by 20 trillion, that gives you the national debt that our country's in. No, actually, that gives you the amount of frequencies that are in our body. Like, that's a lot. Okay, that's the number of electric type energies or atoms that are constantly flowing throughout our body, sending out vibrations or frequencies. They have full control over our ability to heal and regenerate into healthy cells all on their own. But they also have the power to create sickness and dis-ease by regenerating into more unhealthy cells. Every day, about 500 million cells die off and regenerate. So if our cells are constantly regenerating, then we have to be really, really, really careful about what we allow in our surroundings. We have plenty of chances to repair and replace our unhealthy cells, as long as the system that reads them is functioning properly. We can disrupt or damage this system through many stresses we put our body under, both mentally and physically. If that system is damaged, it does not signal the sick cells to die, which is a process called apoptosis. So in order for apoptosis to occur, our body has to be in a healthy state so that they can recognize that these cells are not very good to be in our body, and then they, like cancer cells for instance, which we all have, so that they can trigger them to die. Well, if they don't trigger them to die, guess what happens? That's right, they multiply. Our system has not signaled to kill the bad ones off, then the sick cells will be multiplying. That's what I just said. This is when many diseases, including cancer, can develop and spread. The cells are too damaged, and so is the system that recognizes them. Their frequencies are being greatly disrupted and confused and are operating from extremely low frequencies. Our cells need to eat just like we do. They're going to absorb the nutrients and frequencies from what is present in our hosted environment, which is our body. Many viruses and bacteria spread through a process called transduction, which is a vibration triggered by the electromagnetic background of a very low frequency wave. Here's the breakdown. Low vibrations and frequencies cause dis-ease and sickness. Cells will turn into sickness and cancer from the negative effects of certain lower frequencies. Lower frequencies open the way to chronic bacterial infections in human and animal diseases and increase free radicals. Now, I just want to read another little quote from George Lakhovsky. He was an early 20th century scientist. He said there are 4 general ways imbalances in the body is created. Through toxic substances we eat, pollution we breathe, exposure to negative energetic environment, and how we process information in our thinking and feeling. Yes, that is right. Thoughts also have frequencies. I'm going to cover that in another week about the frequencies of thoughts, because we allow those to come into our body and they're either going to make us sick or they're going to make us well. I want to have another mad scientist quote from Nikola Tesla. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, George Lakhovsky was a student or a follower of Tesla, because Tesla was probably the most brilliant man to ever walk upon this earth that I know of. But so much stuff's buried in history that we don't get to know these wonderful things unless we really dig, or it could be lost forever. So what I wanted to do is present information that has been lost. Some of that came from Tesla. Just know that there's a reason that we're not taught about it. I don't know why. But also know that when seeking out medical advice in the Western world, that they were not taught about it either. Even though many sicknesses and disease were reversed in some experiments through frequencies. George Lakhovsky had what's called an MWO, which is a multiple wave oscillator. Some of you may have heard about the Rife machine, but Rife got this from George Lakhovsky. He affirmed that the cell's essential organic unit in all living beings is nothing but an electromagnetic resonator capable of emitting and absorbing radiations of very high frequency. Since everything relies on these electrical signals or frequencies, any breakdown in your body's electrical system is a real problem. So, again, frequencies. We are energy beings. I have a couple more things I want to read for you today. Cells regenerate, live, and function from frequencies that they receive constantly. They don't have brains to tell them how to multiply. They're just doing their jobs, and here we are putting these frequencies in our bodies. Hopefully they're good ones. There's things going on out there that we can't avoid, like the Wi-Fi and the 5G. Well, if you don't understand the way that our body works, then you're not going to really understand how damaging that these things can be. So I'm sure you've read articles about 5G being harmful, but again, they're not going to put that on the news because they don't want you to know about your body as a frequency being and your body receiving these frequencies that are really, really, really harmful. So here's the main breakdown. If cells receive lower frequencies, they will remain in a sick state and continue to multiply and such. If they are constantly being polluted by outside influences and our inner thoughts, then those will be the foundation of health on which the cells will take on. Why are so many foods and chemicals linked to sickness and disease? Because they are entering our body, composing its newer cells daily, by the minute, with ultra low to no vibrational frequencies. Doesn't sound very fun, does it, for Frequency Fun Friday? So, let's leave on a fun note. Last week I played some crystal bowls. Today, we can do a Tibetan bowl. This has another healing frequency. So, let's drop in and hear some beautiful sounds before we continue our Friday. I want to wish you guys an amazing Friday. If you want a free consult, I do offer those. You can go to my website, frequencyfun.com, and schedule that under services. And I'm happy to talk to you about what could possibly be in your environment that could be hurting you and what could be keeping you stuck. So I want to wish you all a happy day, happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I'm here every single Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific on Facebook Live for Frequency Fun Friday. Make sure you have some fun today. If not, then you should ask why those frequencies aren't bouncing around in a higher note to have you be happier. Until then, let's hear some relaxing frequencies. Friday, happy life, healthy life. I'm here for you if you need anything. I love you. Come back next Friday for Frequency Fun Friday at 2 p.m. on Facebook Live. Until then, have some fun.